When we brought this SSP Coupe in for a project that we had purchased, we weren't quite sure what we were getting into. Racing, restoration, any way you look at it, we got to get our shit off the jack stands. We had planned to have this done 6 months ago, but it just wasn't in the cards. So now we're playing catch up.
Inside of me, you better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast.
One piece at a time, I'm bound to get this thing off its jack stands. We always talking about getting our shit off the jack stand so you can enjoy your car. And it's been a while since we've started this project. We're gonna be making a strong push to have this thing rolling in the next 3 to 4 months. We got a handful of little knick-knack things we got to put on. The cowl panel, the windshield, trim, the quarter panel, glass. We did end up getting the trunk in nice and lined up with the new seal. You know, the knick-knack stuff is where it's going to take most of the time to get the scoop together. Let's get it over to the shop and we'll tell you the plans that we have for it today and how we've got it figured out to where we're going to meet our date. I got a handful of glasses that I've managed to salvage out of some of my Fox bodies, but I think this is a replacement one. Otherwise, I'd just go with this one. The original one had wiper scuffs and scratches in it, and I was gonna get it buffed out, but there's nobody in town that even does that anymore. One thing I didn't show you is I put the smoked headlights in, which I think is gonna go with the theme of the coupe pretty well. And we did order some taillights, but I'll show you that stuff when we get over there, and I'll show you my plan for that as well. But one piece at a time, I'm gonna keep you guys motivated. We're gonna build this coupe. We're gonna get it into a true street form, which is exactly where we wanna be. So I think we found the glass out of about 3 or 4 of them. This is probably the best one. I'm not a real big fan of the tint, but this is normal, and this is a car light. Whereas the other couple were like replacement windshield glasses. It should glue in and be a nice piece right here. Let's go ahead and check it. Let's try this. So we're just gonna set this glass in to kind of see what it looks like. I know there's leveling blocks here, so we gotta be very careful just to kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. I think it's gonna look really good. What do you think?
Leveling blocks.
I definitely like the car light, the original car light. It's got a little bit of whatever, but just one more form. Oh, there's another thing we're going to put on too today. This is actually the original SSP seats that came out of it. We're not going to put those in, but showing you the coupe quarter windows. They're not perfect, but you know these things aren't cheap to restore, let alone purchase. So that's going to look pretty good as well. That's another thing that we're going to be installing today is our quarter window glass. Like I said, it's not ever going to be perfect, but we're gonna get this stuff on because we got to get the glass in the car. So yeah, it's just dirty in right here. That's a really nice quarter window, considering what it did look like, huh? Mm-hmm. One piece at a time. The knick-knack stuff is the reason why we didn't take the whole driveline out of the white car and stick it in a coupe here in the last couple weeks, which, trust me, we were about to do. We're gonna push this thing over to the shop, start installing some of this glass. Yeah, these definitely didn't have very bad rubber at all. Wasn't perfect though.
No, I think they were painted like blue.
They weren't very nice at all, were they?
No.
Like I said, they got a little edging part. About to run into the house. It's already in an accident. They ain't together yet.
Yeah, paying attention to me.
The whole bumper was damaged in the front. You know what I mean? Yeah, right. Remember, this used to have a big antenna on the back. They did a really nice job with the top, Paul. That top was all flimsy, flopping around. It's more reinforced now than it was when it was like factory or whatever. It's not meant to be perfect, guys. It's not a show car, it's a go car. But it's still gonna look pretty nice. We still gotta put the cream vinyl on it and then put a vinyl on it so I can peel it off one day, maybe. Just when the rain started hitting. Perfect timing. Perfect. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys, we ordered a set, because since we're doing a blacked out theme with the cream top SSP, we ordered a set of like really dark smoked blacked out taillights, which I really like these. They're nice and they were packed pretty well, but you can see the pieces in there. It just came, like both of them came with broken edges, but I got them from the same people that I got these headlights from, which are wonderful. Those look really nice. So what cousin Paul and I are gonna do is, this is a set of OEs. Look how real nice these are. We actually restored these. So we're gonna scuff these up and hit them with some nightshade. We're gonna create our own blacked out version of rear factory taillights. I think we'll do a better job. Those are super, super dark. They're really nice, but one of my concerns is seeing light through them. You know what I mean? At least the nightshade, we can control how much nightshade we put on it. And if we don't like it, we can sand it off. And we're gonna hit it with some 2K clear, which is what we do all of our taillights in. So sometimes you could just do your own stuff. You could do that to the front headlights. We went to the swap meet. Look at these 86 taillights. These things look like they were thrown in mud when we first got them. And these things look almost perfect. That's 2K clear there. We scuffed it, painted the middle. I mean, even the black in the middle, the stripe in the middle had like a white fade to it. It was real bad. It was like light gray. And that's when I got these things broken. It was kind of like do our own thing. It wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean? It just wasn't meant to be. I think it'll look better when we do them anyway. Got to get the car ready. July is the big push for it. Like I said, it's not a show car, it's a go car. We're gonna do as much as we can. So this is the windshield ribbon seal. We're gonna get the windshield in now, and then I'll do the quarter panels later. Careful, boys. That's a factory car light. So we're just gonna put the seal in. We got an old set of factory like leveling blocks here, and it looks to be in pretty good spot here. So we're taking a double check on everything. You can see the VIN code nice and clear. It might even be able to, I don't even know if I want to come up at all. Yeah, let's just set it and go. We got a couple pins here for the lower. So these clips are kind of a pain in the ass. These are for the cow panel. Let's see how odd they look, but it's not too bad. Got my leveling block under the VIN code, and I got the other one over there on that other. All right, we got the ribbon in. We got the two clippies in. They may not be the same color, but nobody's gonna see this. Got the leveling blocks. This is just a little ribbon seal, $30 thing over at the parts store. All right, here's a moment of truth. My bad. You good? Okay, we're gonna go in and settle on the blocks first. We'll take a peek and maybe adjust it. That's all. It's gonna be nice and warm tomorrow. We've actually made the mistake before to where we've tried to push down on the ribbon too much when it was solid and it just cracked the windshield. This is a really good windshield, so I don't want to mess with it. So when it gets hot out tomorrow, we're gonna leave it in the sun, and we're just gonna kind of massage it to make sure that the ribbon gets nice and sealed. This is an SSP car, so it's got like its own little police thing. Like its own little police light trying to catch criminals like this guy here and that guy there. I definitely would have loved to got this car light one with that old school Ford Mustang symbol. That would have been cool. I might put this on, bro, just for fun sometimes, because that's what that hole is for that SSP, for that shiny light. What do you think, Cousin Paul?
Heck yeah.
Now, I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos, but this one car has an original Steeda ground effects kit. You can't find these anywhere anymore. It's got all the pieces to it. Side skirts all one piece. Look at that, baby. One thing we're definitely going to be doing is taking that kit off and maybe trying to do some open molds to it. I don't know. Cousin Paul's going to go ahead and take the passenger one out. We only had a couple bolts in. I'll grab mine here and hopefully it doesn't fall out. These are original car light as well. I think we got enough ribbon to do both windows, eh? We'll wipe them down inside and send it. Just trying to get the quarter windows. Yeah, then it'll like rattle or whatever they're doing. All these different bolts in here, and the sealer will just kind of compress into place. All right, we're gonna take a quick video of Team Z's cage inside. I wanted to show you the fitment and how well it actually goes right into place. I mean, it was nice and snug all the way around. You don't really get a view of the cage from the back seat much, but you know, we're gonna show you here on the channel. Again, this is the Team Z piece. Now they also make it in hatch as well, but pretty much every piece from the jig at Team Z went right into place and got welded in. Wasn't much that needed to be done outside of that. Said you get most of the time when you're looking at a cage inside of a car, you're seeing it from the outside, right? So I figured I'd get in the back seat. I was putting the quarter windows in and tightening up the bolts, and figured I would show you guys. They fit up pretty good, didn't they? Oh, nice. So you got all the clips in as well. It's the little things, man. One piece at a time. Doesn't even matter what color they are. It's going to be covered by trim anyways. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna finish up the taillights tomorrow and put the bumper on. And here's some of the nice roof rail stuff that, I mean, we had done this a while ago and it's just been sitting here in this pile. It's just one piece at a time. Like we started the other, you know, when I did that stuff with, on Thanksgiving Day with you guys. Got all the dew strips and everything ready to go.
Oh yeah.
So we did end up buying a couple extra pieces. Cousin Paul's probably gonna put these on tomorrow morning. Got some nice, these are the metal, pop metal door handles. There's so many things. This car head was like literally a shell. And there's so many things that needed to be put on this car before we even thought about putting any power. I mean, you can't drive it down the street with no windshield. But I gotta like the car. And by putting pieces on, it starts to become a car. And then you're just like, you know, you put one piece on, and then you put another piece on, and then next thing you got 10 other pieces on your car, and it started, you know what I mean? You start getting a little motivated. It's getting my shit off the jack stands. And that's exactly what we're gonna do this year with the coupe. We were hoping to be this where we were now last year, but it just wasn't in the cards. So we did end up ordering some stuff from CJ. So we ended up getting weather stripping for the doors and the trim pieces, like the dew strips. We got the car up here on the rack real quick. And you can see we got the tail lights in. Let me know what you guys think. Cousin Paul did a real nice job. And then we ended up 2K clearing it. I think that looks pretty good, don't you think? Oh, yeah. This is the upper lower adjustable Team Z torque boxes for the coupe and the anti-roll bar. Real nice adjustable pieces. This car definitely needed it. When I took it over to McBride Racing to get this stuff finished, my torque boxes were completely destroyed in this car, which doesn't surprise me, but I wanted to show you real quick the car coming together. Resurrection of a SSP Coupe. Okay, a few days later, and we got a little motivated. Got some chassis paint on the roll bar and the floor pans. We got a fix we got to make right here on one of our seats. Door handles, we started getting some of the seals and the mirrors. One piece at a time, we're just knocking this out. Just like I talk about on the channel, getting your shit out the jack stands. What better to make an example of it than start doing it here on the car? So in the next couple of months, we're gonna be doing a major transplant. Start getting this thing rolling down the street and getting it rolling down the track. So stay tuned, got a lot of exciting things coming up on the channel. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you haven't, check out that enjoy button below. Leave me a thumbs up, a comment, let me know what you think. We will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.